We are to reach, the product target is to reach 29 million population, the whole of Malaysia, and also 5 million foreign workers that is in Malaysia. Right? There are 5 key design challenges when we started designing CELCOM AIRCash. Number 1, it must reach all customers. Whatever solution we come up with must be able to reach all 29 customers. It must support all mobile phones, be it a high-end phone, Apple, Android, Symbian, or even a low-end 100 ringgit phone, Nokia, Samsung, LG, etc. Right? It has to be secured, of course, definitely. And more critically, it has to be very easy. And also, there must be no SIM change. Right? In CELCOM experience, changing SIM is always a nightmare. Even if you give free gifts, free money, customers just don't take the effort to come in to change their SIM. Right? So if changing SIM is the criteria for your m-commerce deployment, you're going to have a lot of challenges there. Right? So now, currently we have 8 sections that is our focus of CELCOM AIRCash. Right? Firstly, of course, is to create the mobile wallet. We need somewhere, somehow, to store the customer's funds, which is the mobile wallet. We have launched it on USSD, just now *133 hash. If you have a CELCOM phone, you can try it right now. Right? We have also developed, to support the wallet, we also developed our cash-in and cash-out channels. We have our dealers, our branches, and also you can cash in online via our portal. Right? Next item is our airtime reload. Our airtime reload, you can able to reload your own number. You can also able to reload any other CELCOM numbers. Right? In last year, we have launched international airtime reload to 9 countries, mainly Indonesia, Philippines, Bangladesh, China, Vietnam, Thailand, Pakistan, India, and Sri Lanka. Total of 39 MNOs. Right? And under airtime reload, we also have a street dealer program. The street dealer program is our entrepreneur program where we go to the colleges, the clubs, where we appoint a head dealer within that community, and he will resell airtime to CELCOM customer within his community. Right? We also have local airtime transfer and also local airtime requests. Right? Late last year, we also introduced international airtime transfer, where you can transfer your CELCOM airtime to the similar 9 countries listed right there. Right? Next thing we also worked on was money remittance, money transfer. We have B2B local money transfer. We also have international remittance, international money transfer to Indonesia and Philippines. Right? Recently, we have launched our Telecom Malaysia bill, our TM bill. We are also currently looking into all other utility bills, mainly water bills, electricity bills, and also our astral bills, which is our cable satellite TV. Right? Purchase is the next concentration for CELCOM AIRCash. We are currently looking into a payment gateway, which will allow internet users, internet portals, e-commerce portals to charge their customer AIRCash account, basically allowing the customer to pay via the AIRCash. Next in the pipeline, of course, is NFC, and we also be exploring parking and ticketing. Right? Further down the pipeline, just to note, the ones in red are the ones we are still developing. Right? So we are also going to explore some cash management service with our enterprise division to support dealers and distributors, and also mobile banking to allow customers to access their bank accounts and transfer funds with their mobile. Okay. Now, some technological challenges that we faced during our design was to explore and look and try to leverage on our current network infrastructure. What do we have now? What can we reuse, and what we can expand the functionality of current systems? Of course, there's also policies and guidelines from regulators and central banks. Alright, mainly, for example, I have to ensure that the wallet limit is secured and not extend above 1,005. There are some KYC's requirement, remittance limits that we need to apply into the system. Of course, then there are interfaces with internal and external systems, right? We need to interface with financial systems and telco system, which predominantly these two systems run on very different protocols, right? Banking interface are more secure. We have ISOs, FIA3s. Then on the telco side, there's 1,001 interfaces, right? There's XML, there's FLAT, etc., etc. Of course, we also have to look at the demographics of our mobile phones on the current network. As I said, one of the key design criteria here is to support all mobile phones, right? Exploring our top 20 mobile phones within CELCOM, top 20 model, only about 5 or 6 models are smartphones. The other 16 top 20 phones are normally the cheap phones, the 100 ringgit phones, the Nokia phone, the low-end Nokia phones, Samsung phones, LG phones. So we have to make sure that our solution conforms, applies to these users as well, right? And of course, we have to look at the future plans within CELCOM and also our group company. Right? Next, of course, we have to look at behavioral changes, right? Privacy is one thing customers does not take very lightly. So we have to ensure that whatever process that we have, whatever control we have to ensure customer data is private. Cash in, cash out points is key. I think some of you have mentioned in your presentation for the last 2 days. It has to be simple, easy. It has to provide great value to the customer. And of course, Malaysia is a multi-language country. We have to support multiple languages as well. Now, some of the security features that we have built into AirCash above what is normal is, of course, we do require the customer to pre-register their accounts for certain transactions, for example, remittance, right? You have to pre-register your beneficiary before you can transact, you can transfer your funds. Right? There won't be any credit card or bank account information that is stored on our servers. And if there's any bank transfer transaction, any credit card charging transaction on our AirCash, the card numbers, the account number will never be fully displayed. It will be masked. Okay. MPIN is created and managed by the user themselves. And we also ask for MPIN reconfirmation for certain transactions, right? Mainly monetary movement transactions. If there's movement on a fund, I will ask you to use your MPIN to confirm the transaction. And of course, lastly, we have put in some USSD timeout session timeout, so that if you haven't left your phone idle, the server will terminate your session, and when you come back in, you have to log in again. Okay, so with those challenges and those key design criteria, we have come up with a solution, which is CELCOM AirCash. It is an open platform. We are able to interface to any systems, any bank, any merchants. Of course, thank you to Sybase for providing such a complete platform for us. Right? It's a very modular architecture, and it's very easy to enhance. We normally, for the last 2 years, we have targeted at least 2 to 3 new services or new enhancement every quarter. Okay. Then it is USSD based. There's no SIM change required. All registration is done. It's a DIY concept. Just take out your phone, dial *133. The system will ask you to register if you have not registered. Right? It's very easy to use. Because I share experience here. Well, when we started, we ran a roadshow to train our regional staff. Right? One thing I tried was, without providing them any information about AirCash, without providing anything, I just asked them, dial *133 and follow the instructions. Right? 9 out of 10 of them were able to register themselves without any guidance, without any instruction, or without any information regarding the service. Right? So just dial *133, follow the menus and instructions, and register. The customer will be able to register themselves. Right? We have some extensive usage and touch points. We have various services offered, as I shared earlier. And also we have extensive agents and online for cash in and cash out. Okay. This is some of our testimonials from our users. Basically, they say it's easy, it's convenient, and they can do it anywhere, anytime. Okay. Before I move on to the next one, any questions or any queries regarding CELCOM AIRCash?